Silva and photographer Brett Geiland have been on the road all week, previewing area prep football squads. Tonight's visit takes us up Highway 10 for a look at the Dilworth Locomotives.
Hop up and get your body up. Sit. Hut.
In his 8th season at the helm, Craig Anderson looks to have a veteran team at the skilled positions. The entire backfield is back in southpaw quarterback Randy Flint and running backs Mike Emting and Dean Stoltz. The line is small and Anderson is searching for a center, but this looks like a good group.
Well, it's just a matter of how we gel around. We want to try to be able to run and pass and maybe pass a little bit more. We feel that the way the defenses are now, that you have to put the ball in the air if you want to win.
Jason Seltzer anchors the defensive line while Emting protects the middle. The 3 positions are up for grabs in the secondary.
Well, I think early in the year we're going to have to rely on defense and moving the ball on the ground and hope our passing game comes through. And as the year goes on, that'll start gelling around for us.
Beauty neighbors along Highway 10 are ready to do battle again, and Dennis Silva has a preview on that race as he visited with a number of conference coaches recently. Dennis?
Thanks, Raj. You know, anytime you talk about the Valley Plains Conference, you think of 3 schools: Dilworth, Glennon-Filton, and Fertile-Beltrami. After all, these 3 teams have dominated league play. However, all 3 teams suffered key graduation losses. So the best way to describe this conference is balance.
In Glennon-Filton, Dan Machenbacher must replace workhorse Don Alonso. However, he has a capable quarterback in Robert Rudum. On defense, only 2 starters return, so it'll be up to Randy Thorsvig to hold the D together until the offense starts clicking. Overall, this team has high expectations.
I think you always want to have high expectations. You know, you've got to set your goals high, and you can always adjust your goals as you go along. We're looking to do some big things this year. We've got a young team. We're not going to get overly excited about a win, and yet at the same time, we're not going to get overly disappointed about a loss.
Last year's co-champion of the league, Fertile-Beltrami, also lost a valuable running back. Gone is Troy Hamry, and so far no one has filled his shoes. The Falcons are set at quarterback, though. Back for his 3rd year is Ryan Leaf. On defense, no one stands out, but it might be a better unit than last year. Even though there are some new faces, the Falcons welcome the season.
We've got a good core senior group coming back, and I'm pleased about that. And those kids performed well for us last year when they were juniors, and they surprised us. We ended up with a pretty good season last year. So we're looking to have a favorable season.
Back to Highway 10, the Dilworth Locomotives have the edge at the skill positions. Lefty Ryan Flynn is back to call the signals, and Mike Emting and Dean Stoltz will carry the running load. If there is a question mark, it's the center position. On defense, Emting and Jason Seltzer are the key figures, but the secondary is thin. However, defense will set the tone.
Well, I think early in the year we're going to have to rely on defense and moving the ball on the ground and hope our passing game comes through. And as the year goes on, that'll start gelling around for us. And then if the injuries and the heat goes down, then we'll be right in the thick of things in the end.
After these 3 teams, Waban and Ada Borup look to be the dark horses. Roger?
Thanks, Dennis. We polled the Valley Plains coaches on how they see the conference race, and we got responses from 6 of 7 teams. And it's a dead heat for first place between Dilworth and Glennon-Felton to finish first, each team receiving 3 first-place votes and getting 26 points. We'll have to see if the Buffaloes collide with any
73 for high, Bismarck 78. The Twin Cities made it to 83, but the warmest